That looks pretty good. Good. The Zeugles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here. We'll burn it all to the ground.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah. It's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Rinwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, The only reason it craves energy is because it's...
If Rena had been more like Dan...
It's like Hevericht 35 told us.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its development.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning it...
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our...
Dichotomy?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's great...
Everything in moderation.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Outstanding form! Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt!
Exploit the enemy's weakness! I'll grind you into dust! Dance on the wind!
Shattering Nocturnal Devastation!
Attack Inferno crossing!
Don't get carried away! You
I'm
miss!
ready!
And you take it!
I never miss!
Lunar Rondo!
Lightning
Seismic
strike!
Rupture!
My head's spinning, just watch me!
Formal Blade!
Lunar crossing!
Burn in hell!
Come over! Lunar
I'll
here!
grind you
Let
into
me help!
dust!
I'm all done
Nice
up!
work!
Lunar radio!
Armor won't save you! No
escape!
further!
Annihilation!
I'll grind you into
Mega ray!
Use its weak point to take it down!
All together, everyone! Far enough!
Burning
Hurricane Thrust!
Elusive deity!
Hurricane strike!
Everlasting
Assault!
dust! Eagle Wave!
Searing flame! Reload! Radiant light!
Seismic Rupture!
Hurricane strike! Power of one! Lightning strike!
away!
By the power of flame!
Demon
Finish
Fang!
without a trace!
Lunar
Radiant Whip!
Lion power!
Smash you!
Hurricane
This one's mine!
Hit! Flame of fury!
Grind you into dust! Dance on the wind!
Rising Wyvern!
No further!
Hurricane Thrust!
Grind you into dust!
Lunar corruption!
Hurricane
Lunar
Trigger!
blade! I'm all stuffed up!
Nothing will hold in your face! I'll grind you into
Hurricane
dust!
strike!
Dance on the wind!
Let's do it!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Clearly the worst point against it.
I won't forgive you!
Now it's my turn!
Going in!
Megasonic Thrust!
Hurricane
Seismic Rupture! It's on! Burn! Prepare to be sealed! Carve through armor!
Outstanding form!
Rising Phoenix! Seismic Rupture! Swordsman Alpha! Lunar Corruption! Eternal Temptation! Demon Fang! Seismic Rupture!
In a bind?
This one's all mine! Demon Fang!
This one's mine! Blizzard Blow!
You picked the wrong fight!
Seismic Rupture!
Lunar Corruption!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! How about this?
I'll find you with the
Reload! I'm taking too many hits! Down! You're on!
Recover!
I'll smash you! Double Demon Fang! Time to let it rip!
Now we're
Double
not
Demon Fang!
Seismic Rupture!
Double
Leave the
Demon
enemy's
Fang!
arcs to me!
Demon Fang!
Milky Blade here! Ringwell! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu. Do my best!
Changing strategy!
Glacial Steel!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Meteor! You made me angry. That was no matter what, nothing gets past my feelings.
Thank you for all your help. Please, don't work me. I'm glad to know someone's got my back.
Meteor!
In your face! Seismic ready and ready!
This one's
Dance on
mine.
the wind! Now you see what I can do!
Hurricane!
Tempest!
Radiant
Elusive deity!
I'll stop its talk.
Thanks, Kisara!
Denied!
Lunar Corruption!
Swordsman Alpha! Raining
I'll
Flash!
blind you with hook shot!
Eternal
Crushing
Devastation!
Flash!
Double Demon Fang!
Slash!
I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire! Do it! Megasonic Thrust! Eater!
Let me help.
I'll blind you with a shot!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my
In a
healing arts
bind?
to accomplish this.
Here's Seismic Demon Fang!
That'll bring you down!
Okay, my head's spinning. What?
I'll smash you!
Hurricane Bolt!
Seismic
Lunar Corruption!
How about
By the
You're
power of
mine!
The Tempest engulfs you!
Meteor?
Elusive deity!
Rising Falcon! The flame inside you, yours, will be let free!
I'll blind you with a shot! The Tempest engulfs you! In a bind?
Not in your dreams!
Seismic amazing!
Demon Fang! Lunar Rondo!
Explosion! Hear me!
You're mine!
Elusive deity!
Lunar Rondo! Sonic Light Spear!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Megasonic was all mine!
Appreciate the help. And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done. Demon Rat!
Generation Wave!
Eagle Wave!
Annihilation!
Behold! The Earth's pulse! Tectonic fission!
felt the pressure! So now you're getting serious?
Double demon fang! Destruction!
On your knees. Piercing destruction!
Air pressure! Demon fang!
On your knees.
Destruction! Air pressure! Double demon fang! Air pressure! Stay away from my friend! Lunar Rongo!
Healing
You're
circle!
on! Shockwave
I'll
Flash!
bring you back to
Dragon
depth of
Swarm!
I'm sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me.
Ignite!
Mega Ray!
I'll blind you with a shot! You're mine!
Engulf you! Now you see what I can do!
Where are you going?
Green Flash!
In a bind?
Eternal Devastation! Double demon fang!
Piercing roar!
Seismic Rupture! Dance on
Make
the
it
wind!
rain!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
I suppose swords have their uses.
The size was a bit much, though.
Right, here goes! Come and
Denied!
face me! I'll blind you with a Rising Wyvern! Crescent Flash!
Lunar Blast!
Elusive Deity!
Hurricane Strike!
Rotating Fire Timer!
No more playing nice!
Everlasting
Not in your dreams!
Eagle Ray!
Hurricane Strike!
I'll blind you with a shot!
Annihilation!
Dance on the wind!
You require help.
Burn in hell!
Do it!
Windwell! Light Burst Void!
Radiant Genesis!
Crumble! You're mine! No further!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Water, hear my call!
Make it rain! Swarm! In an instant! Impact Frost! I can feel my power growing!
Out of our way! This one!
I'll take you!
Inferno! Gemini Aqua! Annihilation!
Soaring Alpha!
Hurricane Strike!
Blew away!
Lightning strike!
Hurricane Strike!
Double Demon Fang!
Mine!
Eternal Devastation!
Anything in armor is all mine! Their arts were interrupted!
Nothing gets by me!
Rising Weapon!
That'll bring you down!
You picked the wrong fight!
Ground and curve!
Tempest engulfs you!
Excited!
Far enough!
Not in your dreams!
Render Flash!
Glacial fire!
I'll blind you with a shot! No further!
Crumble!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Radiant Pierce! Here goes!
Here!
Into the shadows!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for!
No more
Get
playing
behind
nice!
me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
I'm going to need to use
It's
all the
on!
power of my
Seismic Rupture! Burn in hell! Crescent Flash!
I'm grateful.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Demon Fang!
Spirit Flame!
Double Demon!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
I'll blind you with a
My
shot!
head's spinning just one more!
I'll smash you! Swallow
Healing
Blade! I'll
Circle!
blind you! Now or never! Tempest engulfs you!
Fury!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that! Do it!
Tiger blade!
Windwell! Light Burst Void!
Radiant Genesis!
We won.
So those thorns of Shion's, they're really a part of Rena's great spirit?
Most likely. But only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it?
Coming through! Tempest!
Rising water!
The Tempest engulfs you!
Not on my watch!
Like moths to the flame.
Grind and rend! I never miss!
I'll grind you into dust! The Tempest engulfs you! Charge up that confusing face! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
In your face! I'll face you!
Rising water! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lightning! Downfall!
Shattering the heat! I think I'm coming down with something grave.
A chronic inability to read the room?
A malady your art cannot fix. Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision! Take this! No further! Now you see what I can do!
Make it rain!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificent! Done.
This one's
You
mine!
missed! Begin! Take
Healing
this!
Circle!
I owe you one.
I'm sorry, Trouble.
You do the same for me.
Not today!
I'll grind you into dust! I'll grind you into dust!
Rising water!
Engulfs you!
This one's mine!
I'll grind you into
By the power of flame!
Seismic rupture! In a bind?
Shockwave flash!
I'll grind you into dust!
Pierce through!
I see you!
Flame of
Elusive deity!
burning strike!
Everlasting dust! Eagle ripple!
Far enough! You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Stardust!
Seismic rupture!
Their arts were interrupted.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Radiant Pierce!
On your
this
radiant rare! Air pressure!
Healing Circle!
Now you see what I can do!
Demon
Back into the
Fang!
fray!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me!
Cure!
Can't
Use
get out
all
like
the
this!
power of my healing arts to
Double
allow
Demon
it.
Fang!
You!
Burn!
I let my guard down.
I couldn't make it in time.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Okay!
Amazing.
Infernal Torrent!
I'll bring you back from death to death.
Can you take it? You're mine!
Burn!
Anything in armor is all mine!
I have no limits!
You require
Sonic Thrust!
I'll
Finish
grind
it!
you into Alpha!
In an instant!
Impact Frost! Think again!
Adversity
is said to be the best motivation.
This one's mine.
Eternal devastation!
I'm going to need to use all the...
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Double Demon Fang!
Don't get carried away! I'll face you!
Double Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Thank you for all your help.
No further!
Please, don't mention it.
I'm glad to know someone's got my back.
Take this! Now you see what I can do!
Into the shadows!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Flash!
Dragon
Standing
Form!
form! Ready!
Explosive Ring!
I'll grind you into dust!
Nothing gets
Dance
past
on the
me.
wind!
Far enough!
No further!
Annihilation! Hear me! Inferno crossing!
Seismic
This one's mine.
Demon Fang!
Everlasting dust! Anything in armor is all
Now!
mine!
While it's reeling!
Take it down!
Demon Fang!
Seismic rupture! I'll grind you into
Don't
dust!
mind if I do!
Burn!
Dance on the wind! You require a hand.
Annihilation!
Make it work!
Rising One!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
That equipment should come in handy.
I'll grind you into dust! I'm gone! Engulf you! Can't get out of this!
Going in!
No launch shall be gone! All yours, Kisara!
We did.
Cover you!
Magnificent! We done.
Rising Weapon! I'm not done!
Denied.
Luna Rondo!
Fear!
Going Spear!
I'll grind you into dust!
Flaming meteor.
Burn!
Dance on the wind!
Make it rain.
Blow them away!
I'm going to need to use
Begin!
Even back!
Hurricane strike.
This one's all mine! Double Demon Fang! Easter!
Lost in pain. Seismic rupture!
water. Hear my
Dance on the wind!
Going in.
I can carve through armor! In a bind?
Outstanding
Flaming meteor.
Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
No complaint here!
Demon Fang!
Dance on the wind!
My head's spinning. Just watch it.
Elusive deity!
It's wide open!
Won't escape me! I'll grind you into shattering
Rising Weapon!
Attack time!
No escape!
Water.
Dance on the
Hear
wind!
my call.
Now you see what I can do!
Time to run.
Here I
Leave
come!
the charges to me.
No
That'll
escape!
bring you down.
Lunar corruption.
Inferno crossing.
By the power
Don't
of
get
water.
carried away!
Annihilation.
ring.
Hold on to your arcs.
You picked the
Here
wrong
I
fight!
come. Blood soul.
Dance on the wind!
Water. Hear my
Elusive
call.
deity!
Let's keep up the pressure.
In a bind?
Here's evil.
Dragon
Denied.
form!
Not in your dreams.
Take this! More! Hey! Blow them away!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
What's that huge Zoogle over?
The sword? Wieldings. Dougal?
And not just one, but four!
It thinks 2 extra hands is enough to beat me. It's sorely mistaken!
Let's just focus on what's important.
The flame inside
Dance
is
on the
yours
wind.
to be let free!
Freeze laser.
Seismic rupture! Can't get out of this!
Chocolate
Blaze of fear!
Here's the
Amazing.
Hurricane strike. Freeze lancer.
Rotating
Show you what
fire!
my art can do.
Double Demon Fang!
I'm going to need to use all
Seismic
my
rupture!
power on healing.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind
See
me.
what I can
Good.
do!
I'll leave it to you!
Dance on the wind! I am not beyond fury! Elusive deity! Demon blast!
Here it goes.
Rising Phoenix!
Here's a healing art.
Rising heart!
First aid.
I'll grind you into dust! Behold! The earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
Hear me, flame
Here I
of
come!
fury.
Where are you
Inside
going?
is yours to be let free!
Look sharp.
Into the shadows.
Seismic
Take
rupture!
your way.
No further!
Hurricane
Anything in
strike.
order is all
Standing
mine.
forward.
I'll smash you!
Not in your dreams.
Denied.
Devastation!
Dance on
Hear me, flame
Begin.
of fury. Grenade strike.
Hurricane
On
strike.
your
It looks like we made a mess.
You require a hand.
Double Demon Fang!
On your
Demon
knees.
Fang!
Crossing.
Resurrection.
Pressure!
Take it.
On your
Meteor.
knees.
Ready and ready! Incineration wave!
On your knees.
My head's spinning just watching you.
Instinct shock in your face. Begin.
Finish Alpha!
On your knees.
Raining splash! Crush!
Air pressure.
Crescent moon!
Burn!
I'll grind you into dust.
I'm right behind you!
I'll smash you.
Make it rain!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Begin.
Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of
I'll
fury!
grind you into dust. Crescent flash.
Dragon
In a
Swarm.
bind.
I'm expert!
Look,
This
this
one's mine!
Let's keep up the pressure!
Demon Tag!
Crescent moon!
Double
Radiant
Demon
flash!
Tag!
Here!
Engulfs you.
Nice work!
What and we?
It's go time.
Mega Hurricane!
On your knees. You require a hand.
Power of flame!
Air pressure. On your knees. You're nearly done for. Air pressure. On your knees.
Here's a hero!
Demon Tag!
I can carve through armor.
Not in your dreams!
On your knees.
Don't give up!
Air pressure. On their arms were interrupted. On your knees. Air
Annihilation!
pressure.
Changing
To
strategy!
do it!
Copy that!
Demon Tag!
On your
Demon Tag!
I'm going to need to use
Air
all the
pressure.
power of
Demon
my
Tag!
marks to
Use its weak point to take it down.
Demon Tag!
All together, everyone!
Incineration wave!
I didn't think you had it in you.
Focus. There'll be time to congratulate me later.
Nothing much I can say to that.
Focus your attack!
No further.
Going in!
Here I come!
Far enough!
Wind!
Seismic rupture.
Hurricane
I'll grind you into dust.
Lightning strike!
Dragon Swarm!
The tempest engulfs
Hurricane
you.
strike!
Instinct shock.
Hold on to your
How do you
arms.
like being
Here I
pounded
come.
into shit? Now you're getting serious?
Blew away! Eternal devastation!
On your knees.
Ground and pound!
I see you. Take this.
Hurricane
Can you
strike!
take it?
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Here I come.
Sonic Thrust!
Can't get out of this.
Finish it!
Outfit.
Here's evil!
In an instant!
Impact Frost. It got rid of the... Swords! Looks like I won after all!
Except it doesn't look like that thing's finished yet. Not by a long shot.
It's yours to be let free!
I'll face you.
Burn!
Look sharp. I'll grind you into dust.
Radiant light! Here!
Seismic rupture.
Dragon-sonic thrust!
Phantom, I can carve through armor.
Dragon Swarm!
Seismic rupture.
Resurrection!
I'll grind you into dust.
Switch
The
off!
tempest engulfs you.
Got you! I'm all stopped up!
You require a hand.
Here I
Can't
come.
get out of this.
Hurricane strike! Take this!
Seismic rupture.
Again! Mega red!
Seismic
Annihilation!
rupture.
On the feet!
No further.
Stay away from...
I healed myself.
Eat dirt!
On your knees.
Hear me! Flame of
Don't
fire!
get carried away.
Burning!
Can you take it?
Where are you going?
Double Demon Tag!
I'm gone!
It's go time. Crescent
Sword
Flash.
Rain
Now
Alpha.
you see what I can do.
Denied!
Here!
I'll grind you into dust.
Finish it!
Make it rain!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. Begin. Sigh the earth through all the pain.
Look
sharp.
Power of flame!
No escape!
No further.
Sword Rain Alpha! Blew away!
Hurricane strike!
Eternal
I'll grind you into
devastation!
dust.
Swallow Blade!
It's weakened!
Hurricane strike!
It's ends now!
I'll grind you into dust.
Here I come!
Hurricane strike!
Finish it!
Outfit.
In an instant!
Impact Frost.
Look at that enemy! It's shining!
I have a bad feeling about this.
No further! I'll smash you!
Piercing roar!
You're mine! Aim for the weak spot!
This one's mine!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! Hurricane Strike!
Double demon!
This one's mine! Changing start!
Demon Fang!
Copy that!
Double demon Fang!
Time to shine!
Alright, this one's all mine!
I can't take much more.
Double demon! Ignite!
Lightning Meteor!
The Tempest engulfs you!
Inferno Crossing!
Elusive
Double
deity!
demon Fang!
Round and
Demon
pound!
Lash!
Demon Fang!
Eagle Wave!
Hurricane Strike!
A newborn future. The past is hereby severed. Epochal Severance!
I'll heal you all! Healing circle!
My reach is
Down!
even lit.
You're on!
I never miss!
Alright! Now where
Wide open!
It won't escape me!
Ah!
Elusive deity!
Look sharp!
Can't get out of this!
Rising Wyvern!
By the power of the flame!
Gentleman armor won't save you!
Lightning
You
Strike!
picked the wrong fight!
Do it!
Winwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! There!
Crumble!
Rising
Begin!
Wyvern! Stardust! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Seismic rupture! Dance
Rising
on the
Wyvern!
wind!
Hurricane Foreigner!
Crescent
Rising
flash!
Falcon!
Hurricane Strike!
Seismic rupture! Tempest!
Explosive Ray!
It's time! Dance
Lightning
on the wind!
Meteor!
In a bind?
Lion Power!
Seismic rupture!
Inferno Crossing!
I'll grind you into dust! Crescent flash!
Pieces!
Burn in hell!
Seismic
Piercing
rupture!
roar!
Crescent flash!
Not in your dreams!
I'll grind you into... Amazing.
Rising
Won't lose!
Seismic rupture!
Igneous Discharge!
Severing Wind!
Seismic
Blaze
rupture!
of Fire!
Hear my...
By the
My
power
reach
of
is
fire!
even here. Throbs in pain.
Annihilation!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming Wildfire! Water! Hurricane Strike!
Seismic rupture!
In the sky is mine!
Flaming
This one's
Meteor!
mine!
Inferno Crossing!
Here's a healing arc!
Tempest!
Burn in... Stay away! My friend!
Here, let me help! First aid!
The Tempest
Sword
engulfs
Alpha!
Throbs in pain.
Glacial Spear!
I can't get out of this!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! Crescent Moon!
Outstanding roll!
Inferno Crossing!
Rising Wyvern!
It looks like we made a
Rising
mess!
Falcon!
Air pressure!
Here's a healing arc!
On your knees!
You're my help!
Arc sealed!
I've taken too many
Not
hits!
in your dreams!
Double Demon Fang!
Air
Their
pressure!
arcs were interrupted!
All mine! Double Demon
No
Fang!
more playing nice!
Hurricane Strike! Lightning Strike!
On your knees!
Piercing Wind! Ready or not!
Air pressure!
Make your break!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes! A merry distraction!
Burn in hell!
There's still more to go!
I'll grind you into dust!
Glacial Fire!
Prepare to be sealed!
Inferno!
In a bind?
On guard!
Seismic Rupture!
Water, hear my
Stand
call!
from the wind!
Water, hear my call! Spread!
Nothing will hold me back.
I'll
blind you with the shot!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I never miss!
Blew away!
Seismic Rupture!
Let's keep it! Will this help?
I'll blind you with the shot!
Hurricane fight!
Thanks.
This will
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Here goes! Meteor!
I'll
I'm all
blind you with
stuffed
the
up!
shot!
Double Demon Blast!
Time up!
Elusive deity!
Eternal Devastation!
Away.
Work! The flame inside
No
me
further.
yearns to be let
Lightning
free!
meteor!
Seismic Rupture! I'll blind you with the shot!
Hurricane flight! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Molotov!
On your knees.
Glacial fire!
Here we go! Sword Rain Alpha!
Make it rain!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.